Hi there, Robin here from Expert On, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing, and I'm going to do the whole thing from the bottom corner of your screen, so you get to watch my entertaining version of what an unboxing in my head looks like when I watch them. So, what we're talking about today is the PDMIUSB50 from Pyle. This incredibly popular and reasonably priced USB microphone. It's a condenser style microphone, easy to use, just plug it in and it works. That's the best part. It also has its own gain controls for the microphone, and it has its own headphone control, so you can plug your headphones straight into it and use it that way. All you need to do is actually plug it into your computer, start whatever software, remember the order, plug it in, then start the software, and it just works. If you're using Audacity like I do here, always remember to choose the actual sound card. This is going to be a Pyle USB microphone on the drop-down list. And it has a lot of great features to it. Of course, the cardio pattern standard setup. It's easy. You're not going to pick up a ton of noise from the background, mostly on the foreground, on the side you're talking, which is the side I'm on right now. And you're going to have a simple way of adjusting it. You can plug your headphones straight into it. It has headphone controls, like I was saying earlier, so you can plug your headphone into it. It's a 3.5 connection, so a standard set of headphones will do just fine. And when you play back on your computer, you can play it right back through the microphone so you can hear it. Now remember, there is a mute button for the microphone, so remember to take the mute off when you want to record, and then definitely mute it when you want to play back, because you don't want to hear your own background noise from wherever you are coming over everything while you're trying to listen to what you've recorded. Now, for some of the technical specs on it, it goes through the mic gain, which is a -12 to +12 max dB settings on it. The output impedance is 32 ohms. The frequency response is 30 hertz to 18 kilohertz, which basically means it's perfectly lined up for talking. Can you sing on it? It would be my secondary option for buying this microphone. Primarily, I'd definitely be using it for gaming, for podcasting, for live videos, for doing interviews, anything like that where you want to plug it in. Now, when saying you're going to use for interviews, you can't use the same microphone in this category. You have to have a different brand if you're going to be buying in this price range, because the sound cards are all the same. They're not addressed separately, so you can't really plug two of these into one computer. The computer won't know what to do with the second one, or it won't even recognize it. So that's important. If you're going to buy more than one, you can't buy a microphone like this. And this doesn't just apply to this. There's a lot of other brands out there in this price category. You don't want to buy two of the same. So if you bought two different ones, so let's say I bought this and I bought a Pod Pack 1 from Marantz, or I bought an NPM 1000 from Marantz, all in the same price range, you're going to be able to plug two of those into the same computer because they'll be recognized as different sound cards. So that's really, really important. So on to some of the more of the specs on the back of the box. Yes, computers. Let's talk about computers. All of them. So it doesn't matter if you own a Mac or you own a PC. If you have Windows 8 or 10 or older, it's just going to work because it's plug and play. No sound card required. No driver package required. So that's important. Some of the more impressive microphones or audio interfaces are going to require a driver package, because that means your computer doesn't have the necessary brains to get the job done, so you have to go fetch it. And some of those require you to boot them up before using the microphone or audio interface every time you want to use it. In this case, plug and play. Plug it in, then start the software. You'll be all set. For quality, for the digital recording quality capabilities, what's coming out of the USB and going into your computer, in this case, this machine here is a 16-bit processor. Now, that is going to be CD quality. So really, again, if you're looking for a lot of talk, a lot of gaming, all that kind of stuff, perfect way to go. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better than CD quality when doing all of that. That means it's going to line up with what's going on in the computer perfectly. Sampling rate is 48 kilohertz, or actually it says up to 48 kilohertz. And what do we really mean when we say up to? Because we're going, well, I just always recorded 48 kilohertz. 48 kilohertz is standard for audio software, which is great. If you're planning on taking the audio afterwards, so I take it from here and I throw it on to my video software, that's a big difference. I'm going to actually use 44.1 kilohertz because the software, video software, tends to like the DVD format audio, which is what 44.1. You can't hear the difference. I mean, it's just the way it sounds, and it's just a digital way of it being performed. So that's real important there. Does it require a power supply? And it does not. Why? Because it draws 500 millivolts from the actual USB, which, by the way, is what a standard small USB accessory will always draw off of your laptop. So that's a good thing. No extra draw. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to plug in a power supply. That's just kind of standard. The overall height of the unit off the stand, just the microphone itself, is 7.25 inches long, and it's 2.25 inches on the side with the knobs on it, and 2 inches as an overall diameter for the body, which basically puts it in the same size as most standard condenser microphones, which is a real good thing because that means you can, in some cases, mount it to other boom arms, stuff like that. The other thing is using the shock dampener mount that comes included. That's the ring at the bottom of the unit, is real important. When you use that, you can attach to any microphone stand, be it a boom arm or a scissor stand or, a clamp on anything. If it can hold a microphone, it can hold this microphone. So, that's important. If you do want to put it on a shock mount, on a ring style shock mount basket setup, remember you're not going to be able to plug your headphones into it because it is going to cover up that bottom portion of it. So there you go. So where are we with the unpack? Oh, we are putting the actual stand together. Look at that. We're showing how all that goes together. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. That is a stand. That's a stand partially assembled. So we must be up to the part where we're going to really want to put in the actual microphone soon. I mean, but we're unboxing it here, so we have to take our time. We have to show everything in detail, and it's an awe shock moment, right? So let's talk about some of the things that we've unpacked. All the accessories that you've seen. The tripod is a standard. It's a good tripod to use as a startup. I mean, I've been using it here the whole time. You do need to line up the USB cable off to the front side and tilt the mic back a little bit, depending on how you're going to set it up on your table. The instruction manuals that came included with it, you know what? Somebody there is actually starting to take some time and actually look at the manual, read it, so it's not, they've actually gone through the spell checker on it, which is good. That's a joke because a lot of the older manuals from a lot of manufacturers were really poorly written. I mean, they're really giving you straight up. It's a lot of, normal like recycling and all that kind of stuff. The features of the unit, the specs of the unit, what comes included with the unit. Because at the end of the day, the how to use it is not complicated. There's like 7 steps and straightforward, covering everything on the microphone, because they're just going through what we're going through here right now, which is plug it in, set the gain levels, start at 50%, no more than that. Same thing on the software on your computer, set it at just right down the middle. Record a little bit, play it back, see how it sounds, because some people like to be further away, some people like to be closer up to it. So that's a big thing when you're using it. So again, the user manual wasn't bad at all. The box, absolutely, if we actually going to talk about something we're going to throw in the garbage, the box is really nice. It's not a plain brown box or something loose rattling in a box. It was packed really well. And they also, these are promos that may expire at some point, so we'll say that, while supplies last, I guess. In the card, they want you to register it if you want, and you go right ahead. If you've purchased it off Amazon, you have you can use the Scan Me or you can use the Register Online option. That's going to get you your 1-year warranty, and there's usually an opportunity here. They've been doing things like get a little bonus. So in this case here, register within 7 days and get a 1-year warranty protection and a free microphone travel carry case. Look at that. So again, while supplies last, because these things change sometimes, they even give you instructions on how to register your product or leave a review. That's all here, which is kind of important because if you bought it on Amazon's website, they really like you to leave a review and let people know what you think about it, because they do sell an awful lot of things, and their products just keep on getting better and better. So right now, if again back to the video, look at that. We've got everything all assembled. We've got a red light on it. It also has a blue light behind the sponge. which is kind of cool. And you would think, okay, the blue light's for some. No, it's purely decorative. It just looks cool. It's nice to have an extra light thrown in there. It takes for better dark pictures, I guess. So that's really exciting. Easy enough, right? I mean, look at that. Everything's there. We're all set. I appear to be restarting the software to give it a little sound check and see what it's like. But pretty straightforward. Remember, that red button you see on the side, that allows you to mute the microphone or have it on. So if it's flashing, it is muted. And if you have it on, well, it's ready to record on your system. So there we go. I'm turning it up. I'm about to use it, about to try it out, and we're all set. So that's pretty much a wrap on this video. Again, I enjoy using it. I don't have any problems. I'll probably use it again for other things because it's a practical, easy to use microphone. So there we go. That's it for today. Not a whole heck of a lot more to talk about. Hopefully this worked out for you. Let me know what you think about the unboxing because, you know, that's what it's all about. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. They're not always like this. And if you like the format, let me know. I'll make other ones like it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.